Music, 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 history. There we go. You're painting me today, which I gotta find a skin tone that kind of matches me. Hello, angry one. I don't know if this, let's do some of my skin tones ads. Try to find a skin tone that matches me better, but I guess this will work. I'm pretty pale, so yeah. I don't know completely. Of course, they're gonna be a butt face. Cat is being really bad today. She wants to get in the way constantly. Let me move this down a little bit, actually. There we go. I can see. Now you gotta sit down now. Here's my medium brush. Yeah, so OBS updated and it like messed up all my settings, so I had to go in and fix them all again. You need to sit down or you're getting off my lap. So we are going to attempt to paint me today. Now it's not, it doesn't look exactly like me because I couldn't get, they only had so many details you could pick from it, but made it as close as I could. I wanted to put two cats on the base to go with both my kitties, but obviously I couldn't. I did get some food. I ate some pasta. Scarfed it down. My left arm is pretty achy from the shot yesterday, so like I can't lift it too high. You need to sit down. I told you. You're sitting or you're getting off my lap. There, sit. You need to be good. I'm going to try a new trail tomorrow. I'm kind of excited. A friend introduced. It's about half an hour away, but a friend told me about it, and it seems really cool. There's actually waterfalls on the trail, so I'm kind of excited about that. I don't. I'll have to look up after the stream. I have the name in the. It's Lake Catherine or something like that. But I don't remember exactly. I'll have to look it up. He told me about it, and I've never been there, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go try something different tomorrow. I love the trail I usually go on, but I'm like, you know what? Let's do something different. You need to sit, Yumiko. You need to sit. You're getting off. I can't do this. Yeah, I heard waterfalls, and I was like super excited because like I love waterfalls. I love like cool like twisted trees and stuff. I'm like, hey, it might be it's something different, Give a little more. It's a little farther out, but I'm willing to try it. And worst case scenario, I don't like it and I don't go back. But I think it's like a smaller park, not just a trail. But I'm excited to go try it tomorrow. Yeah, when I looked it up, it looked like it was about half an hour away. Yes, this I'd gotten ordered for myself as an early birthday present, and it came in way early, so figure why not paint it and get a little mini me done so she can start watching all other streams. I don't know. I just looked up the dress. I didn't like pay attention to directions. You ask me difficult questions. I don't do directions usually. I'm just like, it's that way, or it's this far away. I can look up after stream, though, if you really want to know. I'm assuming it's northish. You can see and hear. That's good. Hello there. We are painting a me today. And this cat is going to get off my lap in like 2 seconds because she's being bad. So there wasn't a ton of clothing options for this one, so I just kind of gave it like a mini skirt like I wear a lot and like this tube top type thing. Oh, yeah, phones will do that. And no cosplay today because I'm achy from the shot and I can't really lift my arm too far to put a costume on, so... Oh, kitties. You shouldn't be getting her treat, she's being bad, but give me a second. I got new paper towel for my painting. Okay, you're getting a treat, I guess. I'm gonna get you in the butt. Lily! Here you go. Here you go. Well, she took it and ran, but she left one of the treats there. I don't know why. Yumiko, you missed one of your treats. Yumiko! Hey. You got your two. There you go. So she took one of them, ran, left the other one on my thing, and then Lily tried to get her treat. But she got her treat. They have them. Yeah, she did. I don't know, she's being like so twitchy lately. I don't understand it. Like some days she'll sit in my lap just perfectly fine. Other days she has to keep kicking me or moving. It's almost like having a baby inside of you because like she keeps kicking me in the ribs and I'm like, just sit still, please. Oh, she's coming back. So I think I'm gonna make the dice I'm holding here blue because it's my favorite color. And I'm probably gonna have to do gold numbers on it because of to make it stand out. Gotta get some more of this. But how are you both doing today? Aside from being sore, I'm pretty good. Got some more work on that succubus girl done, so I'm excited she should be done tonight. Now, I watered it down, so that's why I'm doing multiple layers of this paint, because it's already a pale color skin anyways. But I watered it down, so I have to make sure it covers everything. And this was a custom printed mini. It's a site you can go and like do any, like they have like a limited number of like poses and like outfits, but you can do like cat folk and elves and wolf folk and everything. And you can make them look more cattish too, not. But of course, I mean my humanoid, because that's me. But it was a little rough, the mold, but I cleaned it up a little bit, so it's good now. Oh, I'm sorry your day's not too great. Gotta make it better, it's all I can do. I'm doing the skin first just because I can be messy with it. Just gotta make sure I get every part of it. And for the hair, I'm going to start with like a brown, but I'm going to go up to more of a red. Hello, Eric. Making sure I get all her little fingers covered. So Lily has gotten to be pro at catching sky raisins and eating them, which is really kind of gross. But, she did, and she didn't like the taste of it, so she ran and ate normal food afterwards. I'm like, what do you get for eating the stupid fly? But she catches them mid-air, which is really kind of crazy. So I'm doing this reddish brown to start with, but then I'll probably wash it with a more red color and then highlight up to red. So I'm going to also wash the skin after it dries, so I'm being very careful not to touch it. Oops, and I actually missed the part. Throw it on there. Missed a little tiny section of skin on her forehead, so I'm just going to go back real quick and cover that in before I do all the hair. Can't believe it's already Wednesday again. Like, I'm happy for the year to be, like, going by fast, but at the same time, like, I'm worried, if that makes sense. Because certain things I don't want to go by fast, and they are. So I'm going to give the girl, who's me, I guess, black ears and tail, because that's what I usually wear the black cat ears. I'm not sure what I'm quite doing for her base yet. She's going to have the crystals, which are either going to be purples or blues. Lots of colors that reflect my favorite colors are going to be in this model. So I'm trying to be really careful getting next to her hair, or getting the hair next to her face. I don't want to get it onto the actual skin tone. I mean, if I do, I can always just touch it up, but I'd rather not have to do extra work. But you guys up to anything fun this lovely Wednesday? Oh, hey, at least you're off now. Yeah, I did my normal applying this morning. And then just kind of been painting all day. So you can see some of the colors start coming to it. She looks, she looks kind of bald right now because I haven't got the top of her head yet, but we'll fix that. Now, in a lot of animes, the cat ears are the same color as their hair, but since I'm basing this more off of me, I'm going to give her the black ears. And so we're going to have to get underneath the hair, which is going to be a little difficult. I don't mind if I get it on the outfit. It's the skin I don't want to get this stuff on. So it'll be extra work again. So I'm actually looking between her arm to get the colors down there. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And I am missing a little bit, so we're going to use a little bit on the very tip of the brush, and then we're going to see if I got in there. So, I'm going to grab my black. I think the skin's ready to be washed, actually. So we're going to do a quick wash on the skin, and then we'll move on to the black. This turntable I got for my paints is absolutely amazing. Like, it makes finding stuff so much easier. So I have 2 brown washes. Oh, they're both almost out, so I apologize. But the Seraphim Sepia one is a lot, it's a lighter brown. So I use a lot for like skin tones and like golds and stuff. Whereas this one, the Agrath Earthshade, I use for a lot for like wood tones and browns and everything. But this is like a softer kind of brush I can use for my wash. I use a lighter one though for my skin tones because I don't want to make them like super dark unless it's like a drow, or then I use other colors. But for normal peach skin tones, and it's still kind of dark, so I have to. Oops. Gotta clean it up. And I got some of the. Excuse me 1 minute. She looks like she's bleeding. Okay, we'll use a smaller brush for that because I got some on the hair. Some of the hair wasn't dry and it got onto the wash, and it made it look like she's bleeding all over her skin, which I do not want. Came out a little darker than I want, but I can highlight back up, so that's not a big deal. I'm trying to pull off the excess to try to help lighten it a little bit. We're actually going to, I'm actually using some water, I'm watering down the wash as I'm going on it to kind of help. Oops, I made her look like she's bleeding again. So this watering down of the wash is actually pulling off some of it to make it a little lighter because it came out kind of dark. And a lot of paints tend to dry darker, so just remember that. Not all of them, but a lot do. Make sure I get the back of her legs here so she doesn't have like a weird wash going on here. Whoops, and I threw her. I apologize. So, I should have probably waited for the hair dry a little more because it ended up bleeding into her skin a little bit, but that will be cleaned up. Trying to debate what color ground I want her to have. She looks like she's on like a stone. So I'm actually going to do a gray I'm going to do gray lined up and add some little purple highlights in there because the crystal is going to be purple, so I want the crystals to be like reflected off the ground. So while the hair's drying fully before I mess up more, I'm going to do the ground so you can at least see what she's standing on. Also, when you water down paint, it tends to dry a little faster than just, gunking it on. So I always water it down a little bit. And it's really good for blending, too. Getting a little kitty in here. I guess it's not really little. The cat's pretty massive compared to me. But I'm holding on to the tail of my model so it don't touch wet paint. And I do have the one primed I will be probably painting next week. She's like a tiefling type model. I'm going to show you her really quick. I don't know how well you can see her, but she's like a tiefling. She's pretty big. I had her sit up there. I'm like, oh, she's gonna be fun to paint. Trying to get a lot of my single models like that don't really aren't a part of any unit or anything painted because they're kind of standalone pieces, which are really cool. Sit down. No, sit down. Thank you. No, sit. This is what I have to deal with every day. Trying to paint, trying to get artwork done. This butt. I love her, but I get frustrated when she doesn't just sit down like she should. Making sure I got all the little... So, because I'm doing I'm getting, like, some of it on, like, her shoes and on the cat's paws, but that's okay, because I can go back over it. I don't like getting paint on things I've already painted. Down. Because it makes it harder to clean up, especially if there's, like, blending on it and stuff. So. Sit down. Seriously. I'm going to get hydrated while that's drying really quick. And then we'll find my black paints. Thank you, Anthony. Hello. Hat popped up that time. I saw it. How are you doing today, sir? Actually grab my... the red wash now, if I can find it. Yeah, I just said, but how are you doing? I'm painting a mini-me today. So it's kind of fun. Ah. I know, it wasn't a really birthday present to myself, but it came in early, so I was like super excited. I'm like, yay! I didn't have enough left on the succubus to finish her up today. Because all they have really is her wings and a little bit of like touch-ups here and there. So I didn't want to, like, finish her and then not have anything to do. But she is going to be finished tonight because I want to get her done. I'm also working on a bat creature for someone. Yeah, it's a little me. Whee! Probably should find a shirt color I want to do. I'll do like blues and teals maybe. I don't know, do I want to do blue or do I want to do teal? I'm trying to debate. Guess I'll do blue because I don't know where my... Oh, my music stopped. Sorry! It's always that one, like one or two songs that always want to stop. Where's my teal paints at? Apparently my teal paints are missing. Well, I know I want this color for the crystals. Yeah, my... So this arm, I woke up a few times last night and because I like to, like, I rolled onto, like, on this arm and it woke me up with the pain. It's not too bad, but, like, it hurts if I lift it too high, so. Actually, I'm going to do teals because my dice is going to be blue. I forgot about that. But we will, while the hair's drying, we're going to do some purple crystals. Sorry, I'm really excited about this stupid little figure. Because now I have a mini me I can take places and be like, look, it's me, she's watching you, she's doing stuff. I can pose her in, like, cool settings and stuff. I wish I could have customized her pose a little different, but it was kind of limited what you could pick. So, but I'm still happy with her. But she came in really fast, too. And wasn't very expensive, so. I allow myself 2 things for my birthday this year. I got her, and then on the day before my birthday, I'm going to get my hair done. So I'm kind of excited about that, getting her re-redded with some highlights in it. So those are my two little gifts to myself. So there's a lot of little crystals. They're baby crystals. I put crystals on the base because I just love highlighting crystals. They're so much fun. Yeah, I'm going to finish Miss Succubus tonight. Possibly her. I'm not sure yet. And then I want to finish 2 of my sketches I started. One's for someone else and then mine. I'm trying really hard not to get it onto the gray. I mean, I'll be putting some purple on the gray later on for, like, a lighting effect, but I don't want it yet. Yeah, I do, on my Tyranids I do all sorts of crystals and stuff, and so I spend some time, like, researching how crystals and diamonds and stuff look, and how, to do, like, a light effect to them, which is kind of cool, and what I really enjoy doing. I think my camera got darker. Does it get darker for you guys? I can lighten it again. Looks like it got dark for some reason. This looks kind of dark to me. I don't know why it got so dark. So, and there's 2 more crystals, it looks like, behind my tail here. The only problem with things that have a lot of detail is you have to like look between weird gaps to see where to paint them. But we're gonna work on getting a lot of the flat colors done first, just so I can kind of see like where I'm going with it. But they're getting up again. I can grab my teals now too. So let me grab my teals. I got my teals. Found them. So next we'll do the blue. Probably start off with the dark blue just so I can. Actually, we'll do this blue and I'll just wash it, I guess. Oh, that is really. Maybe I shouldn't wash the blue. I'll do this one. That blue is very watery, so we'll do one that's very similar. Some of the colors I have in both dropper bottles and jars, but they're slightly different. Like, actually, I can show you really quick. So I have these 2 blues. They're very similar, but they come out different. I'm not going to tell you the amount of grays I have. So I had to do a grayscale army, and I ended up picking up like 4 or 5 different grays, and I mixed some of my own, and there's just so many grays. So we're going to give her the dice, the blue, and then we're going to wash it so you can get into the indents, because there's actually numbers on this dice. It's crazy. Even if there wasn't, I tried to paint them on. So right now it looks like she's kind of naked, but she is not, I promise you that. She does have clothes. I'm actually painting myself, but yes. Get a figure if you want me to paint it, I will. A little bit, I guess. But she has clothes on, I promise. Hey, it was a gift to myself, a little gift for my birthday. It's actually really warm out today too. It was colder the last few days. Look at me, dirty look, you were kicking me. It's okay. I'm a cute little figure. Look at this. And there's a kitty cat with me. Oh, my tail is not coming out. I do have my needles up here real quick. We'll do a big needle, I guess. Make sure it's closed all the way. So this is stuck, not coming out, so I'm going to poke. Oh, I think now it's coming out just because I said something. Nope. There it goes. So when I get stuck, I use a needle to basically stab it. I'll put this right here to get the paint out. Where'd my little brush go? Oh, is that right in front of me? I also have like 7 million brushes here. I keep my old ones because when they're bad, I can use them for dry brushing or like crappy basing and stuff. And this came out way too much, but yeah, we're painting her skirt on so she doesn't look as crazy. There's no cosplay today. My arm hurts from the flu shot, and I can't lift my arm over my head, so I couldn't really get into any costume. So no cosplay today. Just me. Just little me. But hello, Justin. How are you? I'm pretty good. A little sleepy, but not too bad. Oh my gosh, I just realized the way I'm painting this looks like my bridesmaid's dress from my best friend's wedding. I was her maid of honor, but the color I'm using looks, and the way I painted it looks exactly like the dress I wore there. It's kind of funny. I'll just show her and be like, hey, look. Minus the top. Top's a little different, but the rest of it looks very similar. So I need to get behind her, and this paint is really watered down. That's one reason I like these Reaper paints. They're usually pretty, already pretty watered down, so they don't have to do as much to them. But because of that, I have to make sure I go over it multiple times, because right now the skin is showing through a little bit. And I do not want her to have a sheer dress. I will attempt at some point to paint a sheer model, because I think that'd be kind of cool. But this one is not it. I'm not sheer. Unless I'm a ghost. Are you saying I'm dead? Next, I'm going to switch to my small paintbrush because I had to get into little areas. I'm dead. That's not cool. I don't want to be dead yet. I got some stuff to finish up. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get in there without getting it all over everything else. So this is almost a little too watered down, but that's how it came out. So how are you doing, Pie? Do any more Zelda run-throughs? The wrestling or the streaming? And why don't you care? Don't you enjoy it? Ah, I gotcha. Well, you mean you had 2 hours you could do it? I tend to only stream for 2 hours. Other people do longer, but for me, if I do it too long, it's like I think I get like I don't want to say bored, but burned out faster. I meant wrestling. Ah, gotcha. Sorry, I'm in a little tiny area here, so I'm making sure I get it well. What kind of game? What games? The only game I've been playing recently, minus Overwatch on Thursdays, is been doing a lot of DDR as like a workout. Okay, I have not heard of either one of those. Not bad, just haven't heard of them. Find my blue wash. Are they like RPGs or are they just like action fighting games or? Okay, we're gonna grab this. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not usually a sucker for like art styles in games. And that usually sells me. Character designs, art styles, that tends to sell me. Sometimes more than gameplay. So, I wash the dice now. It looks like you can see some of the numbers, not super well. So I can get a little more on there. Gotcha. Yeah, no new games for me for a while until I figure out my situation. Alright, finally we're gonna paint her Catterton tail. Actually, I probably should wash the crystals first. Then we'll do the thing after I wash these crystals. I'll have to wash your dress at some point too. Oh, Anthony, I meant to ask. Are you near Cleveland, Ohio, or no? Oh, so that's farther. Because the place that my friend was offering me was up at Cleveland. Cleveland and Pama, I think it's called. That's not too bad. It's still far, but there's a chance if things fall through, I can go stay with a friend over there for a while. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. It began with a P. It was like the next town over from Cleveland. That's where the place technically is. My hair back keeps falling on my face. Yeah, I don't remember the exact name, but yeah, I think that's it. Now it's time for the ears and tail. Now we can do the highlighting. I want to get most of the flat color done. Okay. So the ears are super, super tiny on the head. Yeah, it's only if I can't get something figured out, but yeah. So we're getting the ears colored on here now. Now it's time for the tail. I'll probably give her... I don't know what color shoes. I mean, I guess I can just give her teal shoes, but I don't know if I want them to be teal. And then we'll start highlighting the skin. Skin and hair. I'll probably do the skin first though, just because it's the what I like to call the bottom layer, basically. I've been watching a show called Bates Motel. It's pretty interesting. I finished season 2 of it, I believe. I've been watching them while painting. I don't know why I keep going with It's not keeping my attention like some other ones I watched, like American Horror Story and Ratched. But it's still interesting. I'm trying to find like a good series that like I can watch while painting, but it also is like intriguing. Hey, I don't know. I kind of like I seem to enjoy learning about murderers and psychos for some reason. I don't know why. Is that on Netflix though, or somewhere I could watch it? Like I want to watch more anime. Oh, I don't have Prime. Then no, I cannot watch that. If I had Prime, I'd be watching The Boys because I heard that one was a really good one. But I do not have Prime, so I cannot watch that. Yeah, but I want to watch more anime, but I've been trying to keep I need to watch stuff I can actually like pay attention to while I'm painting. I'm afraid if I put in like an anime, I'll like completely not paint or draw. Where is my teal wash now? So for washes, you always want to mix it up, like shake it up good, because otherwise it will be all shiny, and you do not want shiny. So there's a green wash, there's a blue wash, and then there's a teal wash. And I use the wash to help me. I don't use it as just like a go-to. But I use it to help me kind of see the detail and everything before I highlight up. And get some of the darker recesses in there. You're on Prime Pie. Missing actually. Got a little tiny bit of her tail, so there we go. That was weird. My lights just flickered. I didn't get booted off, did I? You guys still see me, right? Because my lights just flickered a little bit. It's creepy. Are you sure? You just am a ghost. Yeah, I just saw my lights flicker though. I was like, oh, that's weird. Because it's not storming outside or anything. It's perfectly clear. Alright, so let me get the skin tone back out here. Double checking. Double checking to see if I exist. It's not the one I wanted. Is that the one I wanted? Kitties. Don't want to bump that too much. Alright, who's gonna come up here and actually eat oh, that one's a broken one. I'll give you a good one. Alright, who's gonna come up here and get their treats? Come here. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh. You got it. Good girl. Alright, one kitty. Here you go. You put him on camera earlier, so now Lily got to eat it on camera. Make sure. We can see cats, we know it. That's true. I mean, if you look around my room, there's cats everywhere, but, not actual cats. That'd be kind of crazy. I don't own, like, a million cats, yes. Happy kitties in the slobbery hand. Alright, skin time. I had the skin in my hand, and now I lost it. There it is. So we're gonna, I think this is the right one I used. So, sometimes if they're broken, I'll actually rip off the tops here. I'll show you here. Like, I'll just take off the top and be like, there you go. Other times I'll stab it with the pen, depending on if the top's like all covered in paint from it working recently, I'll just stab it. Oh, my music stopped again. Why do you keep stopping music? Stop that. Oh, I can't look in the garbage bag. God, what is with cats? They're so goofy. Anyways, back to doing. Where's my small brush? So I'm using the very small brush because of the fact that there's going to be a lot of little tiny areas. But I'm going to water this down first because I don't want it to be a huge drastic change. When you highlight, you don't want, unless it's like a sharp point like a sword or a diamond or armor, you don't want a super drastic highlight. You want it more gradual. Do I get a treat too? I'm a kitty. Ooh, that sounds good actually. So I'm going in here and painting down with the watered down peach I have here. I don't have, I still have some gummy bears left. I totally forgot about my big bag gummy bears. I usually like eat through them really fast, but I've been doing really good with my diet and everything. So I will have some gummy bears tonight. So highlighting up is looking much better than it did before. Because the wash gave it some chunky areas I didn't want. So I'm doing, and I'll do even more highlights in certain areas with the lighter color, but I'm highlighting up like her knee, the calf areas. Apologize, someone's outside slamming the garbage can, so if you hear noise, that's what it is. Trying to get in here. My stomach is not that loud, okay? It was pretty loud the one time, but not that loud. I ate this time, so you don't have to worry about hearing my stomach making demands halfway through. My stomach was being very demanding. So now we're going onto the face. Can't believe how loud it was at one time. It's ridiculous. So it kind of gave me dimples, which I don't have, but I can work with that. So I'm trying to get into these little tiny areas, so bear with me. So of course her elbow is going to be very highlighted there. Her knuckles. Trying to make sure you can still see between her fingers here. Some of the details they put into these models are crazy, and they're small, so you have to like really work at getting them. No, Yumiko. Not when I'm doing small details. I couldn't do much with her other hand, unfortunately. So it's pretty just basic the way it's sitting there. I'm touching up her skin where I got some like teal and blue onto it. Cool, and then we're gonna go one more up. So I guess I'll throw in a little bit of white. No, actually we'll do a little bit of cream instead. Hello, Charity. How are you? I am painting a lovely me. So instead of adding just plain white, I added a little bit of this cream color to it. Because adding just plain white and black to stuff is not bad, but it tends to wash out the colors. Because waiting to get back up here. I see her sitting down there, being all creepy. And it's actually not doing it as light as I wanted to, so I'm gonna have to go with a little bit. I might actually have to add in some whites. Or if it's lighter peach color, maybe I'll try this. I think I have a fair highlight somewhere too. Oh, it's really pink. Add a little bit of this yellow into here. And then water it down, because we don't want this bright pink blotch everywhere. Skin tone is one of the most difficult things for me to paint. Unless it's a demon. For some reason, like, if it's like red skin or blue skin, it's a lot easier for me to paint than if it's like just peach skin. I have no clue why, but something I've come to find out. So I watered this down a lot because it is super bright. And when you water it down, it doesn't look as crazy for the contrast. And Yumiko got mad I wasn't paying attention to her. I haven't seen the other one. I'm assuming it's another streamer you watch, but I like my lurk. I'm spying on people. It's funny because I did that one completely for my sister. Originally, because she always liked to lurk, so I did that one. So she would have a lurk button. I'm doing multiple layers of this color so it doesn't jump out crazily at me. Because it is a bit brighter than the other peach. And I'm trying to blend it so it looks like it belongs where it is. I actually have to go in here with this darker color because I got red in her eye on accident. I'll add a little bit of the red with the darker wash in there just to fix it up. Down to her kneecaps. I know a lot of stuff isn't going on because of COVID, but like, anyone have any fun Halloween plans coming up? Nope. I think I'm doing a costume thingy for my sister's book. But I don't have a ton going on. Like, it's dressed as a succubus. So that'll be kind of fun. Dressing as myself with wings. Yeah, my sister's like, "Hey, you're being pretty," and I'm like, "Okay, what costume do you want?" She's like, "I don't know." So I'm gonna bring 4 different ones, and hopefully she can pick one. Yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday, so I was hoping to do something, but dressing, I just want to dress up, so I'm excited to get to do that. Where is? There it is. This is so. This looks like white, but it's actually called pallid witch flesh. It's like a very, very pale. Hi, you're back again. You're such a butt. Move. Yeah, you say hi to everyone? Is that why you're meowing? Shimiko says hi, by the way. Warren cat. Meow, meow. So I'm mixing this in there, make it a little tiny bit lighter. I normally only do like 2 or 3 layers on the skin, but because this is like my little special me, I'm doing a little more. You guys sit down, please. So we'll do a little on our nose here. So I'm using this lighter color just on a couple little very light areas. Yeah, she gets on my lap, but then she kicks me or tries to steal my paintbrushes or tries to eat the pencil I'm working. Like it's goofy. And with my tablet for when I'm doing the art, I have to have my elbow needs to go down. A lot of times she's like right where my elbow needs to go. But yeah, she usually sits in my lap like a good girl. I bought him a cat house just so they could sit next to me and be on stream. But nope, she'd rather sit in my lap. Yeah, but so many times she tries to steal my like paintbrush, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, cat, what is you goofball? So your cat makes appearances on stream too, then? Yeah, see, Lily won't sit in my lap, but she also doesn't really get in the way. She'll just sit by my feet and meow a lot of times. Getting some little tiny bits of highlight in here. And I like you say and scream. Yeah, Yumiko doesn't scream, but sometimes she's loud enough where you guys can hear her in the mic. It's pretty funny. So I gave myself too big of boobs here. Yeah, I highlighted them a little too far up, so they look kind of weird. Guess we'll start highlighting with the teal. Or, I don't know, should I do the teal or the hair next? Do you guys have a preference? I still don't know what color shoes she's getting, so she's barefoot right now. Hair, cool. That I can do. Okay, both said hair, that's funny. So I'm getting this brown again. But then I'm also going to add a little bit of red to it. I can find my red. Freaking love this turntable, it's hilarious. I thought with my sister, I jokingly said, like, I should get a turntable for my paints, and I got one, and it's been amazing. I can just, like, spin it around and get what I need. And it's stainless steel, too, so it's, like, all nice and pretty. So I'm not going to add a ton of red, I'm just going to add a little bit. So I'll put it next to it so I don't oversaturate it. I think I got too much in there. I need someone that is really good with webcams to come over here too and help me figure out how to focus this thing better, because I feel like every time I do, it just is blurry. No matter what setting I have it at. So I'm watering this down because I don't want to make it too bright. There we go. My cup is red again. It was blue. Oops. That was weird. My, like, screen disappeared. Alright, let's get onto this hair. So there wasn't a ton of hairstyles to choose from. But I figured this one kind of looked like mine. I was trying to do one of my other original characters through here, but they didn't have a hairstyle that matched her. So I watered this down to do layers. My hair falling off. Oops, trying to get in here. There's some texture of strands in here, so I'm trying to get highlight up the ones that are showing better. Yumiko says no. Hi. I know, you just want to be on camera. You're spoiled. Yeah, a little tiny bit of teal on the hair, but luckily it's being covered up by the highlighting and layering. Yumiko, don't. Make sure I get underneath there. So now we're going to add a little tiny bit of a lighter color into there. Guess we just do more red. No, I want to do more of a copper, I guess. What color we will do? So I don't want to do just plain white added in because it tends to desaturate it. So I'm going to do, oh, that's a little too much. I got cat fur on my brush. So I do a lot of mixing when it doesn't have, when it's like small areas like this. When it's large areas, I don't like to mix a ton because it's harder to get the same color again. Unless I'm just doing like a blended, then I don't really care as much. But like if I was covering, like I don't like to mix for like her because there's so much coverage on it. Here, go there. I've also been using this wet palette here, which helps keep the paint from drying out as fast. Miko, stop kicking me. These are super tiny details because it's a smaller model. Each time I do a layer, I cover less and less of the area. Okay, so now we're gonna do one more layer. Oops. But I'm watering it down pretty because it's gonna be more reddish. The very tip of the highlights, basically. One of my favorite songs. Oh. highlight. I'm gonna do one more highlight. Yeah, hair is my favorite thing to do on art as well. Hair and like wings and eyes. Eyes are not so much my favorite thing on minis just because they're really hard to do. But on art, I freaking love the eyes and hair. Those are my two favorites. Fire is fun, but it's also a pain in the butt to do. But yeah, the fire on her for painting, that was really fun. My succubus chick. Magic fires, I like. I was talking about actual art painting though. But yes, to paint fire. I feel like it's not showing up on the front very well. Alright, well, her hair is done. Okay, of course, you can't see it very well. Arr. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the thing and it disappears. So let me find my teals. I used my darkest teal. Oh, I still have swamp. Now, she has like a pleated type skirt on, it looks like. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. It's supposed to be. I just wanted a skirt. They had like two different skirts. One had these like weird leg warmers with it, and the other one was just a plain skirt. So I picked the plain one. It sat in my cart for like 2 weeks as I decided on the outfit because I kept switching it. Like at one point she had bunny slippers on. I don't know why, but she did. But if you ever want a mini, they're definitely a cool company to check out. Ah, I threw her. Got a little bit of peach on her outfit, so I'm trying to clean that up as I'm highlighting without messing up the skin I just did. There we go. So now let's find the next up. I think that one is actually it, so we're gonna have to mix some. So I got these, which are really cool. They're triad, they're called, of teals. I use them a lot for my Tyranids, but I don't want the drastic change I usually do on them, so I'm gonna have to mix, because I want the cloth to be more blended looking. This is one of the ones that doesn't want to work. I believe this is the second one. And I totally got paint all over my fingers. I get as much paint on my fingers, I swear, as the model sometimes. So we're getting a little bit here. Oops, I just threw my thing on the ground again. Oh, that paint needs to be mixed up a lot better. There we go. Woo. myself another hydrate. It has kind of like a gathered top up here, so I'm trying to get the wrinkles showing so you can actually see them really well at the gathering. Unfortunately, some of it is hidden behind the dice, so it's a little hard to see. But we are doing what we can. The bag is gathered a little bit too, it looks like. Now, I don't think this is supposed to be a sash, but I'm making it into a sash, the one around her waist, because it matches for what I want the dress to be. Make it a little lighter now. I'm not even going up to the highest teal I have because I want her to be more of a dark teal dress. That's the teal I like. And so for this, we're going on just the very tips of stuff where the light would hit the most. So like here would be just that. And on her back, it's actually highlighted more where the butt is. Because it pops out a little bit there. Good, you're not fully dry yet. Oops, I have to fix this because I got some teal on her head. While we're doing that, where's my nice? That's it. Yeah, we're gonna. I said touch up the eye earlier, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of this wash right in the crevice of the eye and along the hair. There we go. The only bad thing is if you can't get the paint off soon enough, you tend to have to redo areas. I think I got it off though. I'm back to highlighting the little areas of the dress. Try to only highlight where the light would hit it. But her hair and skirt are done, and skin. I'm really happy with that so far. I'm still not sure what color shoes I'm gonna make her, so I'm probably just gonna give her black shoes. I think I wore silver for my friend's wedding, but I don't want to do silver on the gray. You won't see it very well. So I'm just gonna give her. I gotta touch her ear anyways. I'll just give her black shoes. I gave her ballet flats because that's what I usually wear. At first she had bunny slippers because I thought they were funny, and then I'm like, no, I don't really want her to have those on. So there wasn't a ton of options for shoes, unfortunately. Most of them were like boots and like adventure and gear, which makes sense because it's for a D&D thing. But I wanted something more that I normally wear. You also have to be careful because if you handle it too roughly, a lot of the paint will wear off. I usually spray mine afterwards with the it's a dull coat, non-chip spray, which helps. But until I get to that point, sometimes the paint will wear off in certain areas if I keep hitting it or grabbing it by the same area. And I messed up her dress. Luckily, I have all my colors still mixed here, so I can just go back in and fix it up. Good thing about having the paints still wet, I can go up and touch up things easier. Cool. I fixed it, and no one's the wiser except for you guys who saw it. But you can't tell anyone. So my hand slipped since I hit it. They gave the characters very big feet too. You're going to tell everyone that I messed up and I had to fix her dress. No! How dare you? Hey, I fixed it. You can't even tell her it was messed up though, so I'm excited. Sometimes it takes a lot more to actually fix it. Okay, so now I gotta get to the back of these shoes that are in the way. The cat's in the way. That's not gonna be fun. Oh. Okay, I gotta get behind there. Yumiko, do not move for like 2 seconds. Ooh, I think I got into her shoes where they needed to be. I probably should not have put the cat on there, but I wanted it. And it came pre-printed on the base already. There wasn't a lot of options for bases, like I said. Okay, you can get up. Thank you. Also, my cat makes my eye go numb after a while. I don't. She shouldn't because she's not that heavy, but I'm like, geez, cat. Ooh. There, I just need a little bit to fix the foot. I'm not sure what color I'm going to give her necklace either. Touch up the foot really quick because I did get a little bit where I didn't want it, but it's behind the cat, so it's kind of hard to see. There, so she has her little ballet flats now. And looks like she has a wart on her feet, so I have to go in there and remove it. I can try to do it right now, actually. Give me a second, I'm doing surgery on her. I removed her little whatever that was on there. Now I gotta cover it up. Now she doesn't have a random bump on her foot anymore. And my music stopped again. Come on, music, why you do that? I can't have my music going on my computer because my CPUs spike like crazy if I have OBS and anything else go at the same time. So I like turn off Discord, I turn off everything on my computers to make sure. It's gotten a little better recently. Like I can actually stream without any hiccups, it looks like. But I don't trust the music on there because Chrome likes to open up 90 million windows at once. So I just keep it on my phone. But because of that, it likes to stop randomly. Guess we'll give her a silver necklace because I like silver. Can you tell? I'm also wearing my D20 earrings. Oh my gosh, my hair. My D20 earrings today. For fun. They're really heavy though. Let me go find my silver. There we go. Shake it up really well. So unfortunately for washes and metallic paints, I use a wet palette a lot of times, which I can show you really quick. It keeps the paint wet usually until you're done with it, and then you can just like throw away the paper. You can use like parchment paper as well for it, or just make your own with like paper towel and stuff. But metallics and washes do not do as well on the palettes. Washes are not good at being watered down. So that's why I have this here. I'm using, you can use like basically anything for this, but I use cardstock because the cardstock I have is like massive, so I don't have to worry about like getting paint. I mean, I still get paint everywhere, but not as badly. So this is my small one. So we're gonna try to get her necklace on here. I can't imagine the people that like actually sculpt these tiny things, how they do it. Like I have enough trouble painting them that small. It's like, how do you sculpt it that small? But now she has her necklace here. Make sure I got every little area of it. I don't actually know if it's like supposed to be a silver. Which one? The metallic I just used. These are acrylics. These are Citadels. I use Citadel. I use Reaper paints. I use. Do I have another kind? I use Model Color. I kind of use a variety of paints. I kind of mix in. They're all acrylic type based paints though. But the Model Color usually is like brighter colors, so I like them a lot. One of my favorite paints I came up with. Do I have it here? No. This is one I want to use really badly, and I haven't gotten to use it yet. I just haven't found a reason for. It's a rose gold. But I'm really, really excited to see how that comes out. Let's try to find my ruby red paint, though. I got this red one. Which I don't know where it's hiding. There it is. So I got this one called Ruby Red. And it actually has a tiny bit of shimmer in it. Yeah, these are Reaper paints. I love the Reaper ones because they're in dropper bottles. I think the Model Master is also Reaper. It's just a different brand. Like, not brand. What's it called? No, these are Vallejo. Sorry. So I have Reaper and then I have Vallejo ones. But I tend to mix the paints a lot. But I do a lot of GW paints just because I go to that's the shop I used to go hobby at, and so like I like to support them. And if I'm there, like you can only paint their minis and stuff. They let me bring my other paints though. Yeah, the ruby red has like I used it on the Blood Bowl team I recently painted, and it has a tiny bit of sparkle in it, like not enough to like be metallic, but enough that it was like really cool, and it was on like an all girls halfling team, and like it just turned out really pretty. I didn't even know it was metallic though, because I had fun. I actually picked up when we went to Mitswell last time because the shop's right near there. But it's a really pretty red. Yeah, so I like the shimmery ones, but not super shimmery ones. And I also have, I don't know if I have it up here. I actually have, it's called an, no, it's not down there. So I have this paint that you can use, and it basically is like it's a metallic medium, and it turns any color paint into a metallic for you. So like if I wanted like a metallic seafoam, you mix a little bit of that into there, and you get this metallic like seafoam paint. Yeah, it's really pretty. I'll find what it is, but I use it for like a lot of things. I don't know where it went, but it's really cool. Like I got recently, I got the Drow Trio too, which is really cool for like Drow skin. I have some weird obsession with Drow. I don't know why, but I do. But also, like certain ones have like, here's the Dark Elf skin. It's like a purplish, and I can mix them, but sometimes it's easier just to have the actual color. I was looking for my black wash. We're gonna end with washing the base here. Get my crazy wash brush out. So you don't really need to water down the washes, unless you want like a lighter version of it. But washes are kind of hard to water down anyways. They tend to clump up funny if you do. Yeah, I think you'd be pretty good at miniature painting, actually, Charity. I'm trying to get Fawn to do it with me sometime, but she doesn't want to yet. Oh, she hasn't yet. She hasn't. It's not that she doesn't want to. She just hasn't done it yet. But yeah, I never thought I'd get into it. And actually, Jim's the one who got me into it, and I really enjoy it. It's just weird because it's not something I ever thought I'd be doing, and then I'm like, oh, I actually really like doing this. So I'm actually washing her shoes while I'm down there too. And we'll let that dry. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not. I don't really find it expensive. That's because I've been collecting over time, and I also do this as commissions a lot, which I like because I get to paint stuff that's not usually like stuff that I would own. But some of the ones I've been painting a lot are from a board game. Actually, she's a little elf chick. My camera's being stupid, but so they're like little anime chibis, and they're from a board game, and I freaking adore them. They're so cute. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, so I've been painting those a lot. Oh, you like him? I need to finish a lot of them. So there's like, it's a wolf rider though from the game, a little fey wolf rider. She rides in there and kills people. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool. I've started painting those up because I really want to play the game once like all this is over. But there's a lot of cool characters with it. With that though, I'm going to call it, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow for Overwatch. So bye.